Hi everyone, it's Tammy and I am really excited about this card today. This is a card that we're going to use. It's part of a bundle. If you want to get the Rose Wonder stamp set and the Rose Garden Thinlits together, there's a bundle that will save you 15%, and it is a really great deal because these are so lovely. This stamp set is one of my favorites. At least I'm having so much fun with it right now. This one has a huge rose that can cover up almost a whole page. It's just absolutely gorgeous. And the Thinlits for this set are really cool as well because, well, I'm so excited. There's so many things I want to tell you about it. The Thinlits are made to coordinate. They don't exactly like cover. Like, so I'm not getting a cutout of the rose. I'm actually getting like an outline of the rose. So it's just lovely. It makes it very versatile. The card I'm going to use today actually is going to just use the Thinlits, and it's not going to use the stamp set. So I think that's really kind of cool too, a way to use your Thinlits without having to use the stamp set. But the stamp set is gorgeous and it has beautiful sayings. So I guess I will use a saying from the stamp set, but it's just a gorgeous stamp set. I absolutely love it. And you get two like stamp whatevers, and it's just beautiful. So let's go on and get started. I'm so excited I can hardly stand it. Okay, I am going to start with a piece of one of my favorite colors. This is an in color through 2017, and it is Watermelon Wonder. And I'm cutting it just to make an A2 size card. So I'm cutting it at 5.5 so that I will have a side fold card here at, well, let me fold it this way. It will fold at 4.25, and I am going to use my bone folder as soon as I get this where I want it. And see, without the bone folder, see how the page kind of sticks up like that? Then once you use your bone folder, the page no longer sticks up. Isn't that fabulous? I love the bone folder. I think it is an essential tool. And then I'm also going to need a piece of Whisper Wonder. Is that right? Am I saying that name right? Whisper White. Woo! I'm like, what in the world did I just call this? I don't even know what I called it. Whisper Wonder? Whisper White. So I'm going to cut this at 4 inches by 5.5 inches. And I think that's all the cutting I'm going to need, but I do need my Big Shot. So I'm getting this bad boy out. I love this Big Shot. It is fabulous. And I also will use my Big Shot die brush. I just need to remember in all of my organization where in the world I put it. Here it is. This is my Big Shot die brush. I will show you the fabulousness of that in just a second. So I'm going to take my multi-purpose flat platform, and this is a Thinlit or a framelit. Let's see. It's a Thinlit. So I think I use this side. I have to always look because this is a new one to me. Nope, I think I could just use it just like this. Okay, so I put that down. I put my first platform down, then I put my paper down, and then I get out the Thinlit that I'd like to use, and in this case it's this big gorgeous rose. So I'm going to just pull this off of my tape on the holder, and I'm going to put this down this way. And what's important on this one is that I want this to kind of overhang on the edges. So I want those points to overhang. Hopefully you guys can see that okay. See how those are overhanging my paper? That's perfect. And then I'm going to, whoops, I don't need a shim on this. I'm going to put this on top, and then I'm just going to do the magic of roly, roly, roly. Sometimes you can hear it pop and cut, which I think is kind of neat. And then I'm going to go backwards just because that's how I like to do it. It's not necessary. It's cut the first time. I just do it twice just because I'm a weirdo. And then already it's coming apart, which is fine and dandy, but you want to make sure that you keep this larger part. So I'm just putting these to the side, and I'm going to, the tape that was on this to hold it down is still stuck onto. There we go. So now I'm going to put my big shot away. I don't need this anymore. And this is where the lovely Big Shot die brush comes in handy. Before, and these big pieces, it's really easy to come off, but sometimes those little pieces are really difficult to get off, and you're kind of struggle with them and go, oh no, how do I get these off? This is a fabulous tool. You just run this over the die cut, and you can kind of push a little bit hard because all of these pieces that are here are just extra, they're trash. And then I can peel this off very carefully, and ta-da! Most of those pieces are gone, and what aren't I can either pull off or I can run it through this with the die brush again. This one's just very detailed, and some of these pieces are rather large. This one looks like it, there we go. It may not have been cut through as well as I would have liked, but that's okay. It's not difficult to pull off, and you end up with a gorgeous rose. So then all of this is just trash, so I'm going to put all of that together and just throw that in my trash can, and then I will be good to go for my next time around. So I kept this big piece, and the reason I did that is because I'm going to do something kind of cool with this card. And you can do this at any angle that you'd like. And it's kind of like a puzzle piece. We have to figure out how it goes back together. Which is just like that. Oh, and you know what? I think I'm going to turn it because I think I like it better. Maybe this way. And then you open it here. Oh, that is just lovely. I'm admiring my own work. Now, if I wanted to, I could do the same with like this side. If you wanted to make it this way, you could do it this way. I'm just using basically the trash that you would have thrown away. I'm going to use the bigger piece though, just because that's what I'm feeling like using right now. And so this card is almost done. It's almost made itself. It's so cool. And it's beautiful. So I'm going to use my snail adhesive, and I'm going to attach this down. I'm just looking again to make sure that I know exactly how I'm doing this, because again, it's like a puzzle piece. There we go. Okay, so that is correct. And I'm just going to put this down. Oh, I'm so excited about this card. I'm like strangely excited. I don't know why. And it kind of reminds me of my mom, and I know my mom would love this card. So Mama, this one's for you. Wish she was here for me to actually give it to her. Okay, so now I'm going to use some of my two-way glue, and I'm going to get out a piece of scrap paper. This is the grid paper from Stampin' Up. I really love this too. I had always used a calendar, and you know, it comes with 12 pages, and you just buy the big calendar and then you just rip it off when you're not. And that was fine, and I always thought, well, I don't need the Stampin' Up paper because I have this calendar. Well, you know what? This Stampin' Up paper is so much nicer and so much cheaper. I think it's 100 sheets you get for like 11 or 12 bucks, something like that. And my calendar, I was getting 12 sheets for like, I don't know, I'd buy them on sale, so maybe $5, but I'd still only get 12 sheets. And $5 is cheap. If you look at Staples or Office Depot or any of those for a calendar like that, a desk calendar, you'll see that they're super expensive. So yeah, this is way better. And it has grid lines and measurements, and I have used that more times than I'd like to admit because, well, maybe not admit, that's not true because it doesn't matter that I used them, but it really does help when I'm trying to measure ribbon or something like that to go on a card, because let's face it, we like to save our supplies as much as we can because we spend a lot of money on them. Not that we don't want to use them, just that we want to be frugal with them. At least I do. Okay, I think I have glue everywhere. And then I'm going to take my card and again do my, and I could either set it straight up against here to make it look like it's just like coming off of there, which is what I think I might do, or I could set it a little bit apart. However you'd prefer. I think I'm going to go straight up against, just because I think that's lovely. Both of them are lovely though, really. Oh my gosh, look at this card. Oh my gosh. This would be a great Mother's Day card. And you could even make it so it opened this way or this way. However you want it. I don't even know. I'm trying to decide. I think I want it to open this way. But they're both beautiful. Now, just because I enjoy, well, I probably more than enjoy, I'm kind of obsessed with this Wink of Stella, which is available in the annual catalog, and it just puts glitter and glitz on things. I am going to trace around this rose just really quickly, kind of like a watery colory kind of a stroke, just not anything that I'm really like being real careful about. If it gets on the Watermelon Wonder, that's fine. Because I'm just not being very careful, just following the outline. And I think I've gotten it all. Yes, I have. Yes, that is just, it adds just some shimmer to it. It's very pretty. You know what? I think I'm going to add it to this too. Hopefully you guys can see that. And I'm just adding it to the rose portion. I'm not going to add it to the leaves. Oh my goodness. I am loving this card. I already made a card for my mother-in-law for Mother's Day. I may have to, and I know that's not until May, I may have to send her this one too. Oh my gosh, do you see that? I love this Wink of Stella. I actually have two of them because I don't want to run out. And if I do run out, I'm going to be sad. So this is my first one. Actually, this is the second one that I've used all the way through. And when I run out of the Wink of Stella on this one, what I'm going to do is fill it up with water, because from what I understand, there's enough sparkle in here to last for another refill. And all you'd have to do is unscrew this, and then when you've used it and all of the sparkle is gone, you can use this as an aqua brush. Fabulous idea. So, oh my gosh, yay! So then I'm going to take my stamps and I'm going to see which sentiment I want to use. Gosh, there's one for somehow God knew I needed a friend just like you, with sympathy. What a beautiful blessing you are to me. For some things there just are no words. Wedding wishes. Fear not, I am with you. Be not dismayed, for I am your God. I will strengthen you. Yes, I will help you. I will uphold you with my righteous right hand. Happy birthday. Thank you. Wishing you a marriage made in heaven and a lifetime blessed by God. You're in my thoughts and prayers. I mean, so there's just one for everybody. And I don't even know which one to put on here. I kind of like the somehow God knew I'd need a friend just like you. And I'm going to put that, I think, right here. Or maybe right here. No, I think I'll put it right here. And if I love ribbon, and if you wanted to put ribbon on here or something like that, you definitely do that. I'm getting out my little stamp block. And I kind of think I'm going to do this in Watermelon Wonder. Let's see how that looks. Do color on color. Oh, I love it. And this is kind of a nice card that you could use, that I could use for my In Color club too. Woo! If you'd like to join one of my clubs, please send me an email to TT.Scraps at sbcglobal.net. All the links are down below, but this is lovely. And this is simple, and we're done. I might put a piece of Watermelon Wonder on the inside, or not Watermelon Wonder, Whisper White on the inside so that I can write. Heck, I might even use this extra. I'm going to do it. I'm going to use just this little extra that I had left over from that so that I'm not wasting it, or, you know, I'd use something for it, but it has a little bit of a border on it because it's a lot smaller, but then it's a little less intimidating to have to figure out what to write. But I think that's lovely. Yay! Well, thanks so much for watching. I hope that you enjoyed it. I hope you try it. And please let me know if you'd like to order anything. Have a fantastic day. Happy stamping.